What's up, guys? This is Bumpkins. Today is Wednesday, February 10th. Wednesday means new comic book day. New comic book day means new comic book haul video. As always, I went down to my local shop here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Infinity Flux. Awesome shop. Love the people there. Love going there and getting a nice big stack of books, which is again happened today. Every week I think it might start tapering off, and every week it gets bigger. So that's okay. That's my own fault for I'm trying to read everything, and I don't know if that's a good idea, but anyway, let's jump right into it because we got a lot to go through. Starting off with Amazing Spider-Man number. Whoops, hold on. You know what? I don't know what number this is. I lost track at where we're at. Number 59. The B cover. I actually didn't really love these sort of Marvel Masterwork style covers at first. I don't have any of the others. I think there's a couple others, but I have all the B covers for this title on my pull list. And when I saw it, I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And I especially thought it was cool when I saw it on Daredevil number 27. I was thinking, yeah, that is pretty cool. So now I might have to go back. I think there's one for the Fantastic Four with the Invisible Woman. And I can't remember if there's any others, but now I'm afraid I'm going to have to start trying to put all these together as well. So you might see more of these in a future video. So we got those two, then went with Eternals number 2, the A cover. I liked the first issue pretty well. Not a lot happened, but I want to see the story and the world that they're setting up. And again, I don't know much about the Eternals. I do have the Omnibus, the original Eternals, Jack Kirby stuff. I think more, but I've got that omnibus, so I'm glad that I have this stuff for when the movie comes out. I can get read up on it and learn a little bit more. We got the requisite King in Black stuff for this week. King in Black, Black Panther number 1, the B cover. That cover is awesome. Again, haven't read any of this stuff yet, but it's there when I'm ready for it. Speaking of Fantastic Four number 29. I don't have any of the other issues in the series, but this is a King in Black tie-in, so that was a no-brainer. Thunderbolt, King in Black, Thunderbolts number 2. Don't know what it's about, but I gotta have it because I've gotta have all of them, I guess. And then one that I'm pretty excited about is Morbius, Bond of Blood number 1. I think this is just a one-shot. I like Morbius pretty well. I haven't read anything Morbius in a really long time. Probably since the 90s, I guess, during all the Midnight Sun stuff and when he would pop up in Spider-Man. I don't think I've seen him too much since then. But yeah, I like that cover, and I'm excited about the movie, so I'm excited to read that too. I picked up Star Wars The High Republic number 1, the 3rd printing. I didn't get the 2nd printing. They had to have all... The 2nd printings were sold out before they even hit stores because the shops had to have the 2nd printing, the orders for the 2nd printings in before the first printings had even come out. So they weren't quite sure how much to order, that kind of thing. That's okay, it doesn't matter. I just wanted to have this. I do have the first printing of this. That is going to my buddy Opie, along with some of the other High Republic stuff that I've gotten for him. And then I picked up the 3rd printing just so I could have it, just so I could have the story. This was a spontaneous buy for me. I wasn't looking for this, but I couldn't not get it. Venom 32, the Ryan Stegman, I believe that's Stegman, Spider-Man variant, just because that is such a cool cover. That's really the only reason I got it. One series I'm enjoying is Wolverine, Black, White, and Blood, number 3. I read the first 2, and they're really fun. Nice anthology stories of Wolverine just doing different things, different creative teams. It's a really fun book if you want to read some good Wolverine stuff. And then we're going to move on to the usual Future State books from DC. I got all variant covers. So this one is Future State Dark Detective number 3. I haven't read number 2 yet, but these guys meet, and that's going to be pretty cool. Future State Green Lantern number 2. The first one didn't really grab me as much as I wanted it to, but I'm excited to read the 2 backup stories in this. And I just want to get all the Future States anyway, so that was a definite buy. One that I did like the first issue of is Future State Justice League. This is number 2. I love that cover, and I really liked the Future State Justice League. I like those characters together, and I want to read more, and hopefully this will deliver. Another one that I like the first issue of is Future State Robin Eternal number 2. I thought the first issue was really cool, and it left off on a pretty decent cliffhanger, and I cannot wait to see how that shakes out. Another one I thought was pretty good was Future State's, was the first issue of Future State Superman Wonder Woman, and this is the second issue. Nice Terry Dodson cover. I like that. Yeah, I'm excited to see how that one goes as well. Also picked up Future State Kara Zor-El Superwoman #2. I like that cover. The first issue was fine, and we'll see how that goes from there. Another one that I did like the first issue of, Future State Teen Titans #2 variant cover, Red X. He's pretty hot right now from, being in the animated series. I can't wait to see, he didn't show up until the end of last issue, so I want to actually see him do something in the book, so I can't wait for that. So we're going to move on to Image in the Indies. Picked up Homesick Pilots #3. I read the first two digitally and thought it was really good, and I'm excited to read more of that as well. Probably my most anticipated one of the week is Radiant Black. I got the B cover. A lot of hubbub about this. I'm really excited for this sort of Image's return to superhero books, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't read it yet. I don't know a lot about the story, but I'm really excited about this one. I got this one on a total recommendation from Megan at Infinity Flux. Black Hammer Visions #1 in the Infinity Flex's Friday videos. She said that Black Hammer is super good. I've never read any Black Hammer comics. They do have some of the original ones on the Comixology Unlimited service that I subscribe to. So I'm going to check those out and read this one too. So if Megan and the folks at Infinity Flux say it's good, then I'm going to take their word for it. Another one that the fine folks at Infinity Flux, that's cool, sort of made me interested in is Orcs #1. This is more of a kid-friendly, or I'll say all ages title, but I just think the premise sounds cool. I most know orcs and things like that from World of Warcraft, which I don't play anymore, but I thought this would be cool to check out. Another book I'm really interested in that I love the first issue, Scout's Honor from Aftershock. I'm excited to read this. I thought the first issue was really interesting, and I'm just eager to see more of that world and those characters. And also from Humanoids, Space Bastards #2. I thought the first one was pretty crazy. Sort of had that 90s feel to it. I don't really know where the story's going to go, but yeah, we'll find out. So that one's a fun one as well. Oh, and that's actually all of the ones that I picked up either from the shelf or my pull box, but I also went through the dollar bins and found some more cool things as well. Starting off with Iron Man #224. Like I mentioned before, I'm just trying to build a run of Iron Man, and this was one I didn't have. Speaking of Morbius, I picked up Morbius #2 and #3. I have #1 from this run from the 90s when it was part of the Rise of the Midnight Suns. They had these two issues in the dollar bin, and I thought, hey, let's just add on to Morbius #1 that I have. Pick up Spider-Man Velocity #1 this is the Velocity suit from the Spider-Man PS4 game, which is my favorite game of all time. And I've not ever read this comic, so I thought, hey, it's $1, and I love the game, I love the suit. Let's try it out. And then some that I actually wasn't expecting to pick up. I got some Thor comics from the 90s. I'm very indifferent on Thor. He's not my favorite character, but I definitely don't dislike him. So I picked... And I don't have a whole lot of Thor comics, but I do have several from the Eric Masterson era when he became Thor for a while and then went on to become Thunderstrike. I love Thunderstrike. I have almost all of those from the 90s. And I found several from right around the issues that I do have, so maybe I'll build a little Eric Masterson run, who knows. But I picked up Thor #434 and #435. Thor's got a big machine gun, why not? That's crazy, and it was the 90s, and that's what we did in the 90s, kids. We gave all of our heroes leather jackets and machine guns, and we liked it. Thor #444. Thor? Yeah, more Eric. You can tell it's Eric Masterson because he's got like the eye coverings and the beard. Thor #449. And then Thor #456. Not a consecutive run, and I still have holes in around this whole run, but yeah, I just thought it would be fun to pick those up anyway. And then one that's really cool is number 1 in a 4-part miniseries, Mask. You guys remember several weeks ago in another dollar bin run, I got the more updated version of the Mask comic, and now I've got the one from the 80s. I love Mask as a kid, and that's sure to be awesome as well. And then one that I looked at a few weeks back when it first came out, and I decided against it at the time, is The Darkness 25th Anniversary. I haven't read much Darkness. What I have read, I liked. And for $1, I thought I would get this out, or check this out. And then kind of a impulse buy that I don't know if I really needed it, but I really wanted it, was the new X Factor Epic Collection. This collects Avengers 263, Fantastic Four 286, X Factor 1 through 9, and Annual number 1, Iron Man Annual 8, Amazing Spider-Man 282, and material from Classic X-Men number 8 and 43. So I like these. I like the old school X Factor with the original X-Men and those cool uniforms. I don't know why I needed this, because I'm actually building an X Factor run. I just wanted it. I don't have these issues, so yeah, these are some good stories. So yeah, that was kind of an impulse. And then my last purchase of the day, again, sort of impulses, but I couldn't not get them. I picked up some posters, and I don't know how much I can fit in frame here, but I got the Brett Booth artwork for X-Men Legends. I've got this pre-ordered, and I love Brett Booth. He's one of my, I know you can't see the whole thing, but he's one of my favorite artists, and him doing X-Men is just awesome, and I had to get the poster of that. One that I just could not pass up is, Amazing Spider-Man number 101. First appearance of Morbius. It's a very Morbius day, I guess. So I know you can't see the whole thing, but basically it's just the cover for Amazing Spider-Man number 101 in poster form. So that's gonna look cool. And then the last one, I saw this and I had to get it for my son because he is a huge Godzilla fan. Godzilla King of the Monsters. That's what that says up there. I know you can't see it all. But yeah, he didn't know I was getting it. I didn't either. And I came home and his mouth dropped and he loved it. So that was worth it right there. So yeah, some cool posters. They have a lot of other cool ones too. I had to talk myself out of getting some more. But yeah, some cool posters, Epic Collection, dollar issues, King and Blacks, Future States, Indies. It was another fantastic day at Infinity Flex. So guys, that's it for today. I appreciate you watching. If you like this video or any of the other videos on my channel, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give it a sarcastic thumbs up. And if nothing else, leave me a comment. Let me know, what did you pick up today? Did you find any cool non-comic stuff like posters, or did you get any trades, dollar bins, any of the King and Blacks, Future States, Indies? What'd you got? Just let me know. I love talking about comics. I could talk about them with a room full of people or just to a camera. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.